Welcome back to Sir Boats Yacht, where we take you on board some of the most iconic and unique vessels on the water. Today we're diving into a ferry that's more than just a mode of transportation. It's a floating piece of modern art that turns heads and sparks conversations wherever it sails. Say hello to the Dazzle Ferry, a remarkable blend of history, artistry and engineering cruising the River Mersey in Liverpool, England.
The Dazzle Ferry, also known as the Snowdrop, is a part
of the Mersey Ferries fleet that has been transformed into a visual spectacle by the legendary British pop
artist Sir Peter Blake, the same mind behind the Beatles'
Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album cover. Blake brought a surreal explosion of color and pattern to the otherwise humble ferry, inspired by the dazzle camouflage used on ships during World War I. This ferry is decked out in an array of bold stripes, zigzag stars and geometric patterns. The purpose of dazzle camouflage back in the day was to confuse enemy ships and submarines by disrupting the visual lines of the vessel, making it harder to target. And while Snowdrop may not be dodging torpedoes, its design definitely causes a double take. From the moment you see the Dazzle Ferry approaching, it's hard not to be captivated. The exterior is a dynamic
patchwork of color and contrast. It's a deliberate clash of red, yellow, blue, black and white that creates a kind of organized chaos. The patterns aren't just for show, they're a tribute to a historic naval technique brought to life through contemporary art. The top deck features a series of signal flags strung proudly from bow to stern, adding a festive maritime touch. The ferry's name, Snowdrop, is elegantly emblazoned on its hull, serving as the only subtle nod in an otherwise exuberant design. Stepping inside the Dazzle Ferry, you're greeted by an interior that maintains a careful balance between function and flair. While the outside is all about visual noise, the interior tones things down just a bit, but still reflects the artistic vision. The seating areas are designed with comfort in mind, offering clean lines and vibrant upholstery that echo the exterior's color scheme. The wide windows provide panoramic views of the Mersey, letting natural light flood the cabin and reminding you that you're not just on a boat, you're in a moving gallery.
The interior layout is spacious and accessible, with plenty of room for passengers to sit, walk around or simply stand and admire the view. There's a practical element here too. Everything is built with the day-to-day operation in mind. Handrails are sturdy, floors are non-slip and there's ample signage for safety and guidance. There's also a cafe area where you can grab a hot drink and a snack, adding a touch of hospitality to your journey. But the Dazzle Ferry isn't just a showboat, it's a fully functional passenger vessel that performs its duties with efficiency and reliability. Underneath all that artwork lies a robust marine engineering system designed for frequent crossings and dependable service. The Snowdrop was originally built in the 1960s and has undergone several refurbishments to keep it in line with modern maritime standards. It's powered by twin diesel engines that provide the necessary thrust to navigate the currents of the River Mersey with ease. The ferry's performance is steady and reliable. It's not built for speed but for stability and consistency, allowing it to run smoothly regardless of weather conditions. This makes it an ideal choice for the short yet vital crossings it makes between Liverpool and the Wirral. The maneuverability of the vessel is also commendable, with a hull design that balances passenger comfort with hydrodynamic efficiency. In other words, it doesn't just look cool, it works like a charm.
From a technical standpoint, the Snowdrop includes navigation systems that ensure safe travel across a busy river route. Equipped with radar, GPS and VHF radio communication, the ferry is in constant contact with port authorities and other vessels. These tools, combined with the experienced crew, make for a smooth and safe voyage every time. Whether you're a daily commuter or a curious tourist, the ride is not just reliable but enjoyable.
What makes the Dazzle Ferry truly special is its ability to transform a mundane ferry ride into an experience. The merging of functional public transport with high art creates a unique selling point that few other vessels can boast. It's part floating gallery, part tribute to naval history and part community asset. It's also become something of a cultural icon for Liverpool, showcasing the city's commitment to creativity and public art. The ferry often attracts both locals and tourists, not just for transportation but as a destination in its own right. Schools organize field trips, photographers line up shots and art lovers come to see how a simple ferry can be turned into a canvas. This multi-dimensional appeal extends its reach beyond just being a vehicle. It's a story, a statement and a celebration of maritime tradition through a modern lens.
In terms of accessibility, the Dazzle Ferry is well equipped to handle passengers of all ages and needs. There are ramps for wheelchair users, designated seating for those with mobility challenges, and clear signage throughout the vessel. Staff are trained to assist, and the overall environment is welcoming and inclusive. This ensures that everyone can enjoy the journey regardless of physical ability.
Environmental concerns are also being addressed. The Snowdrop has seen several upgrades to improve fuel efficiency and reduce emissions. While it may not be electric just yet, efforts are being made to align with greener maritime practices. This includes engine optimization, hull maintenance to reduce drag, and exploring future technologies that could further lower the vessel's environmental impact. As part of the larger Mersey Ferries operation, the Dazzle Ferry contributes to the region's integrated transport system, helping to reduce congestion on the roads and promote waterborne commuting. It's a practical solution wrapped in an artistic package, proving that functionality doesn't have to be boring. The ferry operates on a regular schedule, making it a reliable part of daily life in the region while still standing out as something extraordinary. The cultural resonance of the Dazzle Ferry is significant. It ties into Liverpool's identity as a city that embraces the arts, celebrates its maritime heritage, and values public spaces that inspire. The collaboration with Sir Peter Blake was a masterstroke, marrying historical reference with artistic innovation. The result is a vessel that not only gets you from point A to point B, but gives you something to talk about along the way.
For fans of naval history, the Dazzle design itself is a fascinating subject. It originated during the First World War as a means of confusing enemy submarines by making it difficult to estimate a ship's speed and direction. The concept was less about camouflage and more about optical illusion. The Snowdrop revives this idea not for military purposes but as a homage that educates and engages. It's a nod to the past reimagined for the present. When you step aboard the Dazzle Ferry, you're not just a passenger, you're part of an ongoing story, one that blends art and engineering, community and history, color and craftsmanship. The journey across the Mersey becomes more than a commute, it becomes a memory, and that's something very few ferries can claim to offer. The public's reaction to the ferry has been overwhelmingly positive. It's become a favorite subject for Instagram posts, travel blogs and YouTube channels just like this one. People are drawn to its energy, its uniqueness, and the way it breaks the mold of what public transport usually looks like. It invites curiosity, starts conversations, and most importantly, it makes people smile. Even those who aren't particularly into boats or art find something to appreciate about the Dazzle Ferry. Maybe it's the cheerful paint job, maybe it's the smooth ride, or maybe it's just the surprise of finding something so creative in such an unexpected place. Whatever the reason, it wins hearts and captures imaginations across a broad spectrum of people. So as we wrap up this in-depth look at the Dazzle Ferry, we come back to the question of what makes a vessel truly special. In this case, it's not just the specs or the service record, though those are certainly solid. It's the fusion of purpose and personality, the way this ferry turns a practical task into an artistic experience, and how it brings joy to thousands every single day. Thanks for watching Sir Boats Yacht. If you enjoyed this journey with the Dazzle Ferry, be sure to like, comment and subscribe for more nautical stories, artful vessels and floating masterpieces. Until next time, keep your eyes on the water and your imagination on full sail.